Hello, guys. Welcome to the dining room for a change instead of the kitchen. Uh, and the dining room to me is a great room. We used to have a dining room back in our old house, and we didn't really use it except for parties and holidays. And here we tend to use them a lot more. And if you have a dining room, mine is not very big, and it's kind of cozy, but it's a great room where here you break bread with your friends and with your family. There's a lot of conversations and all these plates going back and forth. So a lot of memories in a dining room. It's right up there with the kitchen, right? Except today, all I'm going to use the dining room for, since I don't have a counter, I'm going to use my table to mix the first few ingredients, actually all the ingredients that are going to go into this recipe that we're going to do today. And we're going to make granola. We're not going to make, well, cereal, which cereal is a little pricey and it's not that tasty. Granola is very tasty. Granola has a wonderful flavor to it. And this is a granola that you are going to make from scratch. So you are going to know all the ingredients that are going to go into it. So let's make granola. Starting off, we have a large bowl. I already got some old-fashioned oats that are in there, just one cup right now, but we're going to add more. We're also going to use some cinnamon and salt. And you're also going to find some interesting stuff like freeze-dried strawberries. I love that stuff. And crayons, raisins. And you're going to have pecans, little pecan pieces, ground, well, it's not ground nutmeg. This is actually the whole nutmeg that I'm going to grind. This is allspice. That container has my homemade brown sugar, which is the sweetener I'm going to use, and olive oil, which is the oil that we're going to use. These are pumpkin seeds. They're raw pumpkin seeds. And of course, some old-fashioned oats, which are going to be the base of our granola. Now, there's other things that you can use for, I call them like the little extras that you go afterwards, that you add afterwards, and the seasonings are the same thing. You add different ones, but this is what we're going to work with, okay? So now we're ready to put all of our ingredients together. I'd already taken a cup, I don't know why, but I took a cup already of the old-fashioned oats. And I'm going to, since it's just for me, my husband doesn't have it and he doesn't like it as much, I'm going to make about 2 cups. If it falls over a little bit, that's okay. You just throw it into a bowl. Then I'm going to put the cinnamon in there. Not that I'm tempted. Put about the cinnamon. Nice. I put a nice sprinkling of it so it actually tastes the cinnamon. Then I'm going to take, like I said before, I like you can use unsweetened, like the artificial sweeteners. I'd rather not use them. You can use honey. I've used honey in the past and that's really nice. Last time I used and you can use agave. Last time I used my brown sugar and it really came out nice. So I'm going to use some, a nice heaping actually, a little bit more maybe. Okay, so I'm going to put that. And I'm not going to put in any of the craisins, which are the dried cranberries or the strawberries or the nuts until, well, the nuts you can actually put in and they get a little bit roasted. But I usually do that at the very end because I have done it before that. I've cooked them before that and forget it. They get kind of burnt. So it's better just to wait until everything, really what you do is do all these ingredients first, and then you can go ahead after it's all cooled off, you add it. It's fun to put together. So now I'm also going to put some allspice. Go easy on that. It's a nice spice. Some salt. About, well, that's like a, well, it's mostly like a teaspoon. Offsets the sugar a bit. We take the nutmeg and just grind some. Nutmeg's strong, so you don't want to put too much. Just enough to give it flavor. I happen to have another piece. So I'll put a little bit more from another piece. Beware of flying nutmeg. And it's good. Now we're going to take, you can take coconut oil that I think you have to melt it, but I like olive oil, so I'm going to put some olive oil in there. And I go judging how much. I like to kind of get it nice and almost coat them. I put a lot of sugar, so you have to put enough of the olive oil too. As much as you put, it'll clump too, which is good if you like it clumpy. So that makes it quite nice. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. It's going to help it to clump. It's going to help it also to cook. Gives it a nice rich flavor. Oh, that's nice. And now it's ready to be put into the oven. I have already preheated the oven to 350, so I'm going to get it onto a sheet with some aluminum foil over it, and we'll let the oven now cook it. You know, all that granola, it fit right into one container. I got this one over at Hobby Lobby, and I liked it because it's got a nice white top. Because I have to measure my granola because then I go crazy with this stuff. And I actually, look at how it came out. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? You have all of the strawberries. You can see the strawberries. It's really nice. And all the pumpkin seeds. It has... together with, I put it on to, I topped off, made like a little parfait on my yogurt, and that's really healthy. It's a nice healthy breakfast. It is with it's got the pumpkin seeds, it has the little strawberries and the oats, which are good for lowering cholesterol, and also the protein from the yogurt itself. Or you could have it with milk if you want to have it with whole grain, or if you just want to have it, not whole grain milk, with 2% or whole milk, whatever you want to have. So that is granola, and it's fun to put together, and it's good for you. So until the next time I see you, happy cooking.